I finally watched Ant-Man and the Wasp. What did I think of it? Meh. As is consistent with most Marvel movies, the action sequences are fun and the shrinking VFX are also fun to watch, but they're nothing special and almost feel mundane. Nothing like Rocket Raccoon going ham on some prison guards, or Tony Stark fistfighting Bucky. There's so much potential in these characters, but Marvel isn't taking advantage. Like, I imagine it was traumatic as fuck for Hope to lose her mother at such a young age. Maybe there was some nasty tension between Hank and Janet, like in the Ultimates comics, before Janet disappeared. This movie could have explored that emotional trauma Hope is still carrying and uncover her parents' dark secret. Maybe Hope still hasn't forgiven her father after the events of the first movie. And maybe we find out Janet wasn't such a saint either. Maybe she was having an affair with Captain America or something like in the Ultimates comics. The real main character of this movie should have been Hope, to be honest. Scott feels more like comic relief. It didn't feel like Scott was going through any conflict. He was so nonchalant and passive about everything. That's why his character feels more like comic relief than the protagonist. There isn't anything for the audience to connect with. Conflict is what makes a character. Even though Lang is under house arrest for violating the Sokovia Accords and not in good terms with Pym, the movie doesn't push how it's affecting him. Like, it's not very impactful. And when the movie does explain what Scott is going through emotionally, it's through a joke. I do love me some Luis storytelling, but Marvel missed the opportunity for some emotional scenes and character development. But also, what the fuck do I know? I'm just a guy with a microphone. Let the professionals like this guy, or even this guy handle it. If I were to rank the Ant-Man movies, I'd say Quantumania goes first because Kang, then the first Ant-Man movie because Edgar Wright, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp is ranked in the bottom because I was bored. Like, the first Ant-Man had more memorable scenes. I was itching for Ant-Man and the Wasp to end. I applaud the visual effects artists and the people who worked hard to make this movie a reality. It's a really well put together Marvel movie, despite my gripes. I just thought, in my personal opinion, the movie was boring. With actors like Paul Rudd, Michelle Pfeiffer, Evangeline Lilly, Lawrence Fishburne, and Michael Douglas, Marvel really missed the opportunity to make something awesome. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'll be posting more videos like this one. My name is Luis, and this one time I was at a wine tasting with my cousin Ernesto, which is mainly reds, and you know I don't like reds, man, but there was a rosé that saved the day. It was delightful.
Just me, myself, and I, about to have